A facing the cars section of the MCAT can feel overwhelming, especially when every second counts. But don't let the test dictate your strategy. Instead, take control by ranking passages as now, later, or killer. This method helps you focus on the questions you can get right while managing the more difficult ones efficiently. First things first, why even rank your passages? It's all about maximizing efficiency and accuracy. By organizing your approach, you can avoid wasting valuable time on the hardest passages and instead focus on securing points from easier ones. The MCAT cars section isn't organized from easiest to hardest. The hardest passages might be smack in the middle, while an easier one could be hiding near the end. So let's look at how to identify which passages deserve your immediate attention and which ones to save for later, or even guess on. Unlike what you might expect, the MCAT doesn't line up passages by difficulty. It's more of a mixed bag. Over the years, we've identified some patterns. Expect about 2 to 3 easy passages, 3 to 5 medium ones, and 1 to 2 that are exceptionally tough. There's usually a killer passage lurking in the set. Spending too much time on it could hurt your overall performance, so your strategy needs to be smart and flexible. But what actually makes a passage difficult? It's not necessarily the topic. In cars, everything you need to answer the questions is in the passage. Outside knowledge can actually hurt you, so don't skip a passage just because it's about a foreign or seemingly boring topic. To rank passages accurately, consider 3 main criteria. Level of abstraction. Abstract theoretical concepts are harder to digest than concrete descriptive topics. A passage about the philosophic contemplation of the not-self? Tough. One about the rising cost of living? Likely easier. 2. Language complexity. If the passage is full of esoteric words like synesthesia or lugubrious, it's probably more challenging. Remember, the author won't suddenly switch to plain language halfway through. Sentence structure. Long, winding sentences are harder to follow, especially under time pressure. Shorter, clearer sentences make for an easier read. Here's a quick trick. Skim the first few lines of the passage and try to paraphrase them in your own words. If it's clear and easy to explain, it's probably a now passage. If your only reaction is, huh, and you're just repeating the passage's words, it's likely a later or even killer passage. And don't let passage length scare you off. A few extra lines won't make a huge difference, but a dense and convoluted passage certainly will. Once you decide to tackle a passage, the questions come into play. While it's usually inefficient to preview all the questions beforehand, you might notice if a set has a lot of complex question types, like structure evaluate or long question stems. If the questions seem disproportionately hard, you can skip the passage, flagging it for review, and come back later. But use this sparingly, maybe once or twice in the whole section. Constantly previewing and skipping will waste time and disrupt your pacing. To sum it up, rank your passages as now, later, or killer based on their readability, complexity, and language. Focus on securing easy points first, and don't let difficult passages derail you. Remember, the goal is efficiency and accuracy, not perfection. For more proven strategies and practice materials, visit kingofthecurve.com. King of the Curve is here to help you navigate the cars section like a pro. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us for more MCAT strategies. Let's conquer this test together.